The original ranked as one of the worst cars to hit Canadian roads. On this edition of Test Drive, the 4th generation Kia Sportage. Successive generations have seen Kia's cute ute grow in terms of stature and quality. The 4th generation is larger, more refined and earns a host of new technologies. Likewise, the outward design is eye-catching and has a high-tech appearance that's fronted by LED markers and xenon headlights. The sheet metal end wraps a 30mm longer wheelbase, which brings more space in all positions. And at 798 litres, there's more cargo space with the seats up, and this more than doubles when they're folded flat. As of September 2022, all cars will be required to have autonomous braking. Now this Sportage is ahead of the curve because it has just that technology. It uses a camera and 2 radars to look for pedestrians and other vehicles. Now when it deems an impact is imminent, it warns the driver. Now if the driver takes no evasive action, it will bring the car to a standstill before the impact occurs. Now that is very heady technology, especially when you consider this thing is a $40,000 ride. Where the Sportage stands pat is in the powertrain lineup. The base engine is Kia's 2.4-litre 4-cylinder with 181 horsepower and 185 pound-feet of torque. For the most part, it gets the job done, although it does take a heavy boot to get the best performance. For the driver, the SX's 2-litre turbocharged 4 is the only way to go. It puts a healthy 237 horsepower and 260 pound-feet of torque at the driver's disposal. The key to its performance is the fact peak torque is generated at a low 1450 RPM. This eliminates turbo lag off the line and brings better performance over a much broader range. You know, this SX really does put the sport in Sportage. If you nail the gas pedal from a standstill, the speedo flashes through 100k in 6.9 seconds. It also does the 80 to 120 passing move in 5 seconds flat. Now those are good sports car numbers. They're outstanding for a crossover. The top-line SX has one classy cabin featuring premium leather seating, an oversized panoramic moonroof and an 8-inch touchscreen with navigation along with Android Auto, Siri hands-free and a solid Harman Kardon sound system. For good measure, it also counts a wireless cell phone charger. Regardless of trim, the redesigned seating is comfortable and the sight lines are uncluttered. Every Sportage now comes with a backup camera. The all-wheel drive system on this Sportage splits the power 95% to the front wheels and 5% to the rear. Now that torque split eases the transition when it goes to a 50-50 split when it's needed. Now the beauty of the system is quite simple. It is predictive and proactive. For instance, if it sees a big stab at the gas pedal and no vehicle speed, it recognizes the car's pulling away and wheel spin could occur. So rather than let that happen, it locks the clutch, you pull away in 4-wheel drive, no muss, no fuss. It really is that good. The Sportage's new platform is 39% stiffer, which gives the suspension a better base of operations. Here the front struts, multiple rear links and mechanically adaptive dampers combine to deliver a very balanced setup. On the highway, the ride was refined, yet when pushed through the pylons, the suspension effectively dialed out unwanted body motion as the all-wheel drive system dispensed with understeer. The steering also delivers good feedback and better precision, notably the on-center feel. The dynamic improvements are, perhaps, the biggest step forward. You know, this 4th generation Sportage really is a very distant relative to that original vehicle. Thanks to the redesign, it now has a very nice cabin. The ride quality is what it should have been all along. It has a very good all-wheel drive system that ranks as one of the best in the segment. And if you go with the SX, of course, you got that turbocharged performance. In the end, this thing's got a leg up on most of its competition.